friends, Joe here with another WSIB Truth Matters with Joe Machado. Hope you're enjoying this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. A little bit rainy, but you know what? That's pretty good. Anyway, I just wanted to put out this quick video. It's not going to be one of my lengthy ones, but it's about a subject that's actually very important. And one of our subscribers brought it up the other day, and my wife actually reminded me of that too. And that is, what do you do when the WSIB denies your claim, or you're waiting for an appeal and you're running out of funds? Here are some of the alternatives. You're not entirely, vulnerable. So some of the most common ones are long-term disability. So if you work for a company where they have a long-term disability plan, you can apply for that, and you'd likely qualify. The standard is much lower than the workplace safety and insurance is, surprisingly so. But some of the providers or employers, they also have a short-term disability plan, and usually that kicks in before you apply for the long-term disability. So you have those two there that you're able to apply for. And there's also employment insurance. And so you can qualify for that for a number of weeks while you're waiting on your WSIB benefits or for your claim to be resolved. There's also private insurance. So if you have a private disability insurance, you can apply for that as well. Ontario Disability Support Program is also available that you can apply for. And so with all of these plans, it's not going to prejudice you in any way, shape, or form. In other words, it's not going to harm your claim or your appeal with the WSIB. The only thing that I want to caution you on is that most of these companies, if not all, require that you sign what's called an assignment of benefits form. So you can go ahead and sign that. There's no problem. The reason why they have that is that they have a mechanism to go and recover the funds that they pay you from the WSIB when benefits are paid. So the WSIB cannot honor a third party unless you sign that assignment of benefits form, and you don't want to hold that off because it'll hold up the benefits being issued to you. So you can go ahead and sign that and let the insurance company take it. You keep a copy of it yourself, so that as soon as you know your benefits have been approved, you can upload it directly to the WSIB yourself to expedite the payment of your benefits. Okay, so it's important that you know that you can go ahead and sign it. It's not going to harm your case in any way, but at least you have some benefits, some money coming in the meantime. I know that all of these plans pay less than the WSIB, but at least it's something. And the other thing is, you don't want to be stuck with an overpayment down the road because you didn't assign these benefits and somehow it slipped through the cracks, and then it's a massive headache down the road. So it's important you know this now. The other thing that I'm going to ask you to do that I think is extremely important, and I would always tell my clients, is keep all of the paperwork. So all of the paperwork that you sign with the insurance company, including the assignment of benefits form, all of the medical reports that were submitted to the insurance company for you to get approved, keep copies of those. If your doctor wants to send it directly to them, ask your doctor to give you a copy. Otherwise, you'll have to pay your doctor some money to go and get it later on. So ask your doctor to give you a copy for your file and retain that information. And also keep any payment stubs for any payments you receive. If your payments are done through a direct deposit into your bank account, make a record of that and put it in your file folder so you have that available, so that you make sure that the WSIB is only going to deduct what they're entitled to deduct. Okay, so it's important you keep those records. With WSIBsettlements.com, we have an amazing tracking system that I developed to track all of the activities in your claim. You can check that out if you want. It's not a must, but it's convenient, and it'll help you with all the other WSIB activities because everything is kept in one spot. But anyway, you don't need to do that, only if you want to, but make sure you keep these records. They're going to come in handy down the road. And then another one is Canada Pension Disability. So if your doctor believes that you meet the criteria for Canada Pension Disability, go ahead, submit the application. Make sure that you keep a copy of that, especially that medical report, which is very important because a lot of times a doctor will put multiple conditions. If you do have other conditions besides your WSIB injury, and if those conditions are part of the Canada Pension accepting your application for disability, when it comes to offsetting your CPP benefits from your WSIB benefits, they're only going to be able to offset the amount that is specific to your injury. So if you have, let's say, the effects of your injury and you have two other conditions, all of which were accepted by CPP, then basically the WSIB can only offset 1/3 of your CPP benefit from your WSIB benefits. So that's very important because unlike the other insurance plans I just spoke to you about, where 100% is goes back to the insurance company for the period that they paid you, that's not the case with Canada Pension Disability. All right, and I know that the WSIB, they'll just try to take the whole damn thing. So I'm just letting you know now. And also keep those records handy so that if you need them in the future. Okay, so anyway, just a quick one. I just want to make sure I gave you this information because I know a lot of people, you know, they get confused, they're not really sure. And when you're waiting and you're vulnerable, it's stressful. It's very, very stressful. And knowing where you can turn to help you in the interim, it's important. So thank you for that subscriber. I'm not going to mention your name, but thank you for reminding me of that. And thank you, Margaret, my wife, for reminding me of that as well. And they both brought it up in the same week. I have tons of content, but sometimes I have to put certain things ahead of others that I think are important. We'll get it all covered. And if you have any questions, if you're in this particular situation and you have any questions, by all means, send me an email, joemachado@WSIBsettlements.com, and I'll clear it up for you. Okay. So anyway, coming up on Thursday, this massive video that I'm going to put out detailing what I believe the WSIB came after me, and that program, that project I was working on, has already been kickstarted and it's already working, and I want to share it with you. So if you have an injury or a claim, it could be 40 years old, it doesn't matter, but anything before December 31st, 1997, okay, on December 31st and before, if you have a claim of that date and you receive benefits, you need to watch my next video because you may be entitled to a lot of money and you probably don't know about it. Okay, so keep that in mind. As always, friends, I always say, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. You're going to get notified every time I post a new video. It helps me out to build the channel. It doesn't cost you anything at all. And share it with others. Throw somebody a lifeline who may need this service. They may need to watch these videos to help them out and they're not aware of it. And give me a thumbs up if you like my content. If there's something else you'd like me to cover, let me know, and I'll do my best to cover it for you. All right, friends, have an amazing Tuesday afternoon.